खुदाए पाक की गालिब हुई तकदीर ज़ायन में खुदाए
Alhamdulillah, I got the Sadr approval late July, early August. And then right after that, Naib Amir Sahib Naseem Rahmatullah Sahib came and told me that the plans have changed from 7 hours to 7 days. And so he said he was quite surprised that I was still standing. And he said, have a seat. And so I sat down, and then it hit me that, so it was the beginning of August, so which meant we had about 8 weeks of preparation. And Naseem Rahmatullah Sahib and his team came, and they visited us, and they told us that we needed several things. One was ziyafat cooking, ziyafat serving. We were in a small area of less than 3 acres, and the mosque and the house and the parking took up majority of it. So we had to figure out how we're going to get the marquees in. And then it was decided that no cars except Huzoor's entourage would be on the premise. So a very quick story about accommodation was that there was a hotel, a beach, Zion Beach Resort, that was under renovation, and it just so happens that they were open for business around the middle of August. And alhamdulillah, we booked about 90 rooms, and we were very blessed. And now we know that was a sign from Allah Ta'ala, but we still did not have a area to serve the members, so that was another challenge. And another miracle, another blessing of Allah Ta'ala's is that there was a small piece of land that was available. So we inquired from the city that what's happening with this property, and it was a tax lien property. So then we asked that how can we use this? Who can we contact? They said to go to the county. We went to the county. The county said, this is the person that owns the property, and you can approach them, and it's up to them. We did approach that person that owned the land, and they said that you can do whatever you like. And that was another blessing of Khilafat, alhamdulillah. Then the last remaining piece was the parking. We had a huge challenge with parking. We talked to our churches. Some churches refused right away. And then we were just really worried about parking. We found 2 smaller lots, but it was only about 300. And they were very specific. They did not want us to use all of it. So that went down to about 100. And also they would not allow us to use 7 days. We found another church that had an 18-acre lot, and they allowed us to use their grass and their areas. However, we needed something closer. That was about 3 miles away. And for our volunteers, we need to go in and out very quickly. And alhamdulillah, literally 2 weeks before Huzoor's arrival, we were able to secure a land just down the street, less than a mile walk, which had about probably 500 to 700 car parking. It was great for our volunteers. The last piece was just the furnitures. The house, Huzoor's house residence, was literally last minute details were being done, but then the furniture was an issue. We were supposed to get the furniture on a weeknight, and this is literally 2-3 days before Huzoor's arrival. And the furniture company said they could not deliver it. And then the earliest they could deliver was Saturday. Now Huzoor is coming Sunday. We just could not risk the delivery to be on Saturday. And we don't know if they will actually deliver it. Plus these were disassembled brand new furniture. So then we decided that Niyaz Saab, our National Secretary, Property Secretary, just made a decision that let's go and find a truck and let's just send khudams down. And it was an hour and a half away. It was in rush hour traffic, and a lot of khudams and Ansar were waiting for that we were waiting for that truck, original truck. So we said we'll go down. The problem was finding a box truck, and alhamdulillah, one company was able to secure us a box truck. However, they made us promise that we have to deliver the truck back the same day our same night, because that's out for rental for the next day. And so we confirmed that. We said, and the truck went down with some other khuddams and some other cars, and alhamdulillah, they were able to load the truck themselves, bring it back. And that night and the next day and all the way up through Sunday, we were able to put the furniture together. So these were just, there were a lot of different obstacles, a lot of different roadblocks, a lot of different issues along the way, but somehow, somewhere, Allah Ta'ala opened those up for us.
आए हुजूर घर में हमारे खुशामदीद, उतरे हैं आसमान से तारे खुशामदीद.
It was ecstatic. It was just, we just could not believe that Huzoor was staying for 7 days. Not even one day. We just had never imagined that. We are such a small Jamaat. Not only that, our neighbors came. Many neighbors came and were congratulating us and were offering flower pots, and they were offering to plant flowers for us. And that's a sign of friendship, a sign of trust. And so that also changed the hearts of our neighbors. Prior to that, though, I wanted to step back, is that we wanted to inform our neighbors as well in that mosque area, because the entrance is not off of a busy entrance now. It's not off of a busy road. The entrance to the mosque is now off of a residential street. So we were extremely worried that our neighbors would build this mosque and they won't know about it. So what we did, we did a Meet the Neighbor campaign. We had gifts for the neighbors, and this was spearheaded by Junaid Latif Saab and his family and Alphabad. They all went out and met with the neighbors. And then not only that, we also know that meeting with the police, there was going to be barricades. So we did not want to disturb our neighbors to come in and then get frustrated, and because they live in the area, we wanted them to go in and out with ease. So we gave them a super pass that we told the police is going to be this color, bright colored, and if you see this neighbor, please let them go. And the police were just, they were highly impressed with our organization and the discipline. And the police, by the way, let me complete that also, they were very surprised with the discipline, the organization, and the obedience. When the police was telling us not to go on the street, members immediately reacted. And then our neighbors were very impressed. In fact, we did not receive a single complaint. The police, we asked the police every day, okay, how many complained? 0. How many complained the next day? 0. When by the end of the day, of the week, there was not a single complaint from our neighbors. And that's a true blessing of Allah. Our cleaning crew that we hired and contracted, they had COVID. And they got sick like the second day. So all of a sudden, the next 5 days, we had to have our own internal cleaning. And our members stepped up. It was amazing because they said, what should I do? I need cleaning. And they would go and clean the bathrooms. They would clean. And alhamdulillah, it was just amazing. So the Sadr Khuddam India US, Dr. Madil Abdullah Saab, was at a restaurant with some khuddams, and he was eating breakfast, and our neighbors in Zion came up to him, are you that Muslim group that's opening up that mosque? And they said, yes, we are. They said, oh, welcome to Zion, thank you for coming, blessing us. And what that neighbor did is that they paid for their breakfast. And when Wadil Bhai Sadr Saab went to go and pay for the breakfast, he was shocked that it was already paid for by our neighbor. So this was just one of 3 I heard gestures. Like we would go to the coffee shops and say we would like some coffee, and then this it's on the house. Then Azhar Hanif Saab, Naib Amir Saab, missionary in charge, he walked several miles from his hotel to the mosque. And he was just walking, and he said that I was walking, and many neighbors were just looking at him, and they waved to him. And then he said that some were even asking, hey, do you need a ride? Do you need something? And then he even said the police came and stopped and said, waved to him, and he was just amazed that he said that somehow the angels have descended on the city of Zion and opened up the hearts of the members of Zion, and it was a transformational change of the citizens and our Jamaat. And there were a few second generation, third generation Ahmadis that we were struggling trying to have, and they were coming out regularly, alhamdulillah. So it was. It's continuing. Huzoor's blessings and the blessings of Khilafat and Huzoor's visit have blessed us, and it's continuing. It's it's 6 months now, or 7 months now, and our neighbors still are giving their gratitude.
हुजूर घर में हमारे खुशामदीद उतरे हैं आसमान से तारे खुशामदीद